To most Australians, the name Evelyn Sharma probably doesn't ring any bells. Even here in Chinchilla, the small town where she lives, Evelyn enjoys a life of relative anonymity. But her background is rather unique and fascinating. Evelyn Sharma was in fact a high-profile Bollywood actress. So how does an international film star end up living in country Queensland? This is Evelyn's first interview since she made the move down under.
Off we go. Evelyn, you can say action again, please.
Action.
Colourful choreography, vibrant, festive music. Movie stardom, fame, celebrity, red carpets, magazine covers, and the massive social media following that comes with it. What's that experience like, you know, becoming a movie star?
Yeah, it's insane. It is crazy.
Only 2 years ago, German-born Indian actress Evelyn Sharma was at the heights of Bollywood fame.
Baba says real love is experienced through here, not there.
One second.
India's version of Hollywood, Bollywood is a kaleidoscope of Indian culture, dance and movie performance.
And as soon as your name is attached to your face, especially in a country of 1.2 billion people, and people know who you are, it is overwhelming.
After growing up in a small town in Germany, Evelyn Sharma became a model working across Southeast Asia. In her early 20s, she decided to explore her Indian heritage.
Being Indian was sort of always the, you know, the thing that made me different, and as a child you want to fit in. So I thought, let me go to India. It's going to be, you know, a very relaxing experience for me. Well, little did I know. It really became the journey of a decade for me.
Evelyn's working visit to India became a full-blown Bollywood career. From a few modelling jobs, she quickly caught the attention of the film industry, landing lead roles in big-budget productions.
Ye Jawani Hai Diwani was my big breakthrough movie. That was just on such a big scale, and it really resonated with the youth so much that it still is like a cult movie for Indian cinema.
Hey Nana, go na. Go.
Hey guys,
Oh, sexy.
knife hai?
Hai na? Hai?
One movie that's very close to my heart was Ishq Darya. It was a film about a girl from Himachal. You know, this girl who really just wants to do good to her community. She's a teacher. She's trying to keep the school afloat. And in her life comes a boy. And, you know, it's just a lovely little love story. Saho was another milestone. Could be my last film. Thinking, you know, after this film released, yeah, the pandemic broke out and I haven't shot a movie since.
The town of Chinchilla on Queensland's Western Downs is a long way from any red carpets. It's the home of the famous Watermelon Festival, once just a small country town on the Condamine River with a proud agricultural history. More recently, it's become the bustling centre of the Surat Basin resources boom, a growing hive of coal seam gas development and now renewable energy. It's also the town which Evelyn Sharma now calls home. How does a Bollywood star end up living in little old Chinchilla, Queensland, Australia?
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
That's what my mom asks all the time.
Sure. The answer is Tashan Bindi, a dentist and entrepreneur originally from Sydney who took over Chinchilla's local dental practice as the region's renewable energy sector began to shine.
All of our friends had maybe almost conspired to put us together at the right time.
I met him on, well, my 10th year anniversary in Mumbai. And I was already wondering, you know, is this my future? Am I staying in Mumbai, or am I going to go to America or back to Europe? You know, turning 30, what am I going to do in the next decade of my life?
The couple met through mutual friends while Tashan was on an extended visit to India. After the first date, their long-distance romance blossomed. But Tashan had committed to living in the Western Downs. The big unknown was whether Evelyn would follow him there.
I had almost said to myself, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I've already made this decision. And I really hope she comes, but I understand if she can't, given who she was. And I was just real about it.
Even though we're from different backgrounds and with different, religious upbringings and different cultures, we connect on so many levels that I said, like, you gotta give this a shot. And so did he. And now we're here.
So Evie, we're obviously a very long way from the bustling metropolis of Mumbai, but you've obviously got an affinity for the country. What do you like about it out here?
Yeah, I like it. It's nice and quiet, Of course, that's the contrast to the city. But I also like it because I grew up in a small town.
From being the centre of attention in Mumbai, a city of 20 million people, Evelyn has embraced her new quiet life with Tishan in Chinchilla, population 6,500. She started a small PR business and still does some work in front of the camera, presenting lifestyle videos for a European network. Evelyn, of course, stays connected with her millions of social media followers, but is embracing life away from the spotlight.
Hello girls, this one's really pretty, by the way. The black one with the golden feathers.
While most Australians aren't up with the who's who of Indian Bollywood, not even in Chinchilla has Evelyn been able to completely escape her celebrity status. Jay Kumar is one Indian local in the region who couldn't believe it when she turned up with Tishan in his cafe.
Tishan called me from kitchen. He said, "Oh, my girlfriend is here. You want to say hello?" I said, "Yeah, definitely." And I'm looking at that girl and I said, "What? What are you doing in Chinchilla for?" And I really didn't want to say on her face, I didn't want to overreact. But then I went back in the kitchen and told my other chef, "Hey, look, there's a Bollywood actress in our restaurant." And he was like, oh, running everywhere and looking at her.
The region itself is transforming. It's becoming much more multicultural.
Toowoomba and Surat Basin Enterprise Chair Ali Davenport says Tishan and Evelyn's move to Chinchilla reflects the region's growth and progress.
There's so many more opportunities for people from diverse backgrounds to come to the Western Downs.
Evelyn and Tishan have bought a home in town where Evelyn spends her spare time gardening and caring for their pets. And there was the wedding. With family and friends overseas and interstate unable to travel, the couple had a small ceremony on a rural Chinchilla property. The photographs made headlines across India.
But I must say that dress was beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Tishan looked pretty dapper on the day.
He did. He looked like a prince.
An Indian prince.
Yes.
Always been one.
Yeah, Prince Charming.
Their latest big announcement is a sign that Evelyn and Tishan have decided to truly settle down in Chinchilla. Tell us about the next step in your lives.
I'm going to be a rapper.
Yeah, a rapper at night time maybe.
What's our announcement?
We're pregnant.
A world away from where she was 2 years ago, Evelyn and Tishan have chosen the Western Downs and Surat Basin as the place to raise a family.
It's the perfect place for anyone to raise a child. It's such a wonderful community, like I said, and I think country values are the kind of values that we would like in our child as well. And I don't think you feel worried in a small town. Your kids run out, they go to the neighbor's house, they hang out, they go to the shops to get an ice cream, and everyone knows whose child that is, and they're gonna send the child home if it gets lost. It's this little it's like almost like a safety bubble,
It's family time in Chinchilla for Evelyn now, but what does the long-term future hold for this former Bollywood star? Will she ever grace the big screen again?
If I would never shoot a movie again, I would be very satisfied with my career. I think, in my prime of my youth and beauty, I shot all these lovely movies to watch again with my children, and I'm proud of every movie that I've done.
Maybe it will be happily ever after in country Queensland for these unique residents, the spotlight a thing of the past.
I do sometimes miss, of course, the glitz and glamour, going to a fun event and walking the red carpet, getting ready.
So, never say never.
I don't think you're ever done with showbiz. You're just never done, especially now in the digital age. Showbiz kind of follows you.
This feature is sponsored by Toowoomba and Surat Basin Enterprise and the Western Downs Regional Council. Follow The Country Caller online. Harry Clarke, founder and editor.